Phasmophobia, a game about ghost hunters going to different locations using different types of tools to figure out what kind of spirit is there. And of course, being in a game, you gotta get out before you're killed by the ghost. Well, the question is this game like real life ghost hunting? Well, there are a few things. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I'm out. Hello. If you don't know me, I am lead investigator Leo from Zodiac Supernatural, the channel that you're watching this on right now. And yes, we do have ghost hunting videos up right now you can watch. The thing is, recently we played Phasmophobia thanks to some people on our Discord saying, hey, check this out. We ended up streaming it and having a good time. But the question that we're getting a lot of is Phasmophobia like real life ghost hunting? And I ask questions variable to tools and stuff like that. So I figured it'd be easier just to make a video real quick about how it is the same and different. First off, we'll go on with the locations. So locations are very like this when it comes to private investigations of being houses to abandoned schools and even asylums. I mean, we have private investigations and schools on our channel right now, and we're about to have an asylum up soon, so there's that. Next thing is the tools. I want to speed run this because there is a lot of different tools here, and I might not even hit them all. The first thing is the EMF, or K2 meter. Similarities, they do try and find ghosts. They use electromagnetic fields to try and find them. Whole big story, you can look that up on the internet, or I'll talk about it in a different video. They do work just like that. They do blip. The more stronger things are, the closer they are. The only difference is that these don't beep, and this is the most common one. I will be honest though, I wish these did beep because there's so many times these are going off and I don't even realize. Second thing, I'm fine. Oh shit, where are you? Kill? Here?
Are you in the radio? Whoa!
Change channels. Yes, you do hear voices coming from it. It is a small radio that basically goes through waves and generates white noise, and you can pick up voices through it. The positives on this thing is that it does usually pick up voices. Negatives, usually picks up radio waves as well. The thing that I like about the game is that it picks up just the spirit's voice, which I kind of wish that's how it was. It works more like an Ovilus. The problem with this in real life is that it runs through so many channels to generate white noise that it picks up radio waves of people talking. The difference is that you'll get a hey, ooh, with this, but when you get in contact with the spirit, you'll get usually full sentences. And I want you to keep in mind that the channel goes through every millisecond. So, really fast. Thermometer is one of the first things you buy in Phasmophobia. Yes, it does work like that. Yes, it does do Celsius as well as Fahrenheit. It does turn on and it does show the direction you're pointing. Negatives about it in real life is that it makes a cone-shaped heat. If I'm pointing at a wall from a distance, it'll pick up all the temperatures between me and that wall, thus changing. Kind of like how it isn't. I wish it was kind of like how it was in a video game, where when you walk into a room with this and you point at it, just tells you the temperature of the room realistically, or like at least as soon as you walk in, it changes instead of being out the doorway. That was kind of cool. It makes it easier to find ghosts in the game. However, it is a little different because with this, you can point from here to my nearest wall over there and get every temperature in an estimation between here and that wall. But yet, the closer you are, the more accurate temperature you will get. IR light, we do have it. Doesn't really find fingerprints or anything like that. I just use it because it's different and it makes my eyes easy to adjust at night when we're walking around. If we have to turn the lights off and turn them back on, it makes my eyes easier to adjust to the darkness. Flashlights, obviously, get the strong ones in every ghost hunt and in the video game. It makes a difference. Now, the reason I bring all this up is because it is very interesting to see how a video game has been able to accurately connect our tools that we use into a game as it has. And the thing that I love about this game so much is how interactive it is with these tools and how well like the spirit box works, where if I'm talking, I can ask, are you here? And you get a yes or a no in the game. Are you a child? Yes or no? Like, and there's like a child or adult, and are you? And it'll say here. It'll start as you start to spiral. It starts to spiral, and it starts saying die and get out. Now we have come across some aggressive spirits before. But the biggest mechanic in this game that doesn't really happen commonly in real life is you dying at every location, or at least for my sake. The thing is it is a dangerous thing. to ghost hunt. It really is. It's a dangerous thing to ghost hunt because you'll get books thrown at you, you'll get things attaching to you, attacking you, all kinds of stuff like that. But it's not as common as they do put it in a video game. And not every spirit is aggressive. Some are very chill and just want to talk. Of course, in a video game, you're being sent out to locations with spirits that are aggressive or known to have some kind of aggression. So that's where it differs. But for me, it's like we come to a lot of places where the spirits are just chill. Keep in mind, these spirits were human once, and they still kind of are. They're just not living anymore. So, you know, it'd be the same as if you died and someone came to your house and been aggressive. However, I like the aggression change in it, where basically if you're saying the spirit's name, it gets aggressive, and that's the only way it gets aggressive. That's kind of cool. In real ghost hunting, you don't try and be an aggressor if you don't have to be. There have been times I've had to be an aggressor, but it's very rare. You don't want to piss off someone if you don't have to. Yes, you can get more evidence, and yeah, it's good for camera, but don't be a dick. In the game, though, that's kind of what you want, to be able to speed up the time to try and figure out what it is. Another thing as well is that in the book they have a journal of multiple spirits types. You know, you got demon, oni, jinn, all kinds of things in there. Now, the thing is, these are real names of spirits, you know, different types, different cultures and stuff like that, and there are spirits like this in real life, of all the kinds. However, they're not as gray or black and white as they are on this book, where this one's high rating, yeah, this is got movement, yeah, this has got all kinds of different things. Yes, some spirits do have more common processes than others, such as like a demon usually being high powered, usually being because of an Ouija board, stuff like that. Like, that's cool that they've done that, but in real life it's hard to be able to tell which one it is without really indulging and talking to it and stuff like that. And you definitely want to use that sage to cleanse if you are talking to a spirit like that. It's interesting to see how they've separated them. And obviously, I'm not dumb. I know this is a video game, and I know that you have to have a win con and a lose con. And I love the way that they've built the win con. I love that every spirit is different, and you get different evidence for each one. So I totally understand that, and I'm super happy to see that. So if you do want to know the difference about these spirits in real life, do some research. Don't be afraid to use Google. Just back up your information. I guess the biggest thing I have to say about this game is that I'm really impressed with it. It is a very Ghost Hunter generated game in a sense of they did their research, they did their time, they understood what these items are and how the basics of using them. Obviously, they changed it to add to in a video game, and if you want anyone to simulate a ghost hunt, or you're afraid to go out for a ghost hunt, or you want to at least take some steps and precautions of researching before going to ghost hunt, this is a great game for that, and you can quote me on that. It's a great time. I actually enjoyed it. I had fun playing it. I ghost hunt all the time, and I'll even admit sometimes ghost hunts have been kind of slow sometimes. This was a good way to bring it back up, bring me back into the game a little bit more, and I absolutely loved it. And I'll be playing it more definitely on Twitch streaming and on this channel as well. So I'm super happy with that. If the game developers ever see this, just know, as a ghost hunter, I really appreciate that you made this game. It's not overly Hollywooded up. It's not overly destructive of the ghost hunting careers. It is actually a lot of fun and really interesting to see a game finally made like this. We've been wanting one for a while in the ghost hunter community, so I want to thank you on that. I think the only problem I've really had with the game is that I'm super jealous with the van that they had driving around. That van is amazing, and if we had enough patrons, I would easily buy a van like that, because imagine having a studio inside of a van while you travel across the country. I don't know. For me, that would be amazing. I think that's the most unrealistic thing, just because those are really expensive, and making like $100 like an investigation like they are, I don't know how they did that. Overall, great game. Loved it. It is very common. It is like ghost hunting, but it is not ghost hunting. I would suggest doing both and trying to figure out the differences for your own self. It's worth doing, and it was a lot of fun. I want to thank the developers, and I want to thank our Discord for letting us know about this game. It's been a lot of fun playing, and we will be playing it more soon. And if not, check out our Twitch streams, because it's on there as well, hopefully. All right. Thanks, everybody. I love you all, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.